possibly they advertised in the local newspapers in Delhi that they are encouraging for people to come down here and work. And then we went to the embassies. They showed us Kew Garden pictures and pictures of the various parts of England, that it is all that beautiful and everything is just right. And that's what we just applied for the voucher.
কোথা যা মাঝি কোথা চলে যা কোথা যা মাঝি
You burn my flame within your hands. You know where my destiny falls. This timeless insecurity I feel makes me restless inside. Will you take me there to a distant place I've never been before? I could leave this world, I could follow you like oceans to the shore. You could take me there, make the rivers of my mind flow to my dreams.
কোথা যা
You hold your secrets from my eyes. You see where the furthest rain falls. The day breaks over endless streams. You know where my rivers will flow. Will you take me there to a distant place I've never been before? I could leave this world, I could follow you like oceans to the shore. You could take me there, make the rivers of my mind flow to my dreams.
There is no exact date or year when the Bangladeshi people started coming to the UK. Many people say that the Asians arrived during the 17th century, and this included the Bangladeshis. However, as per the record, during World War I and II, many Bangladeshis came as seafarers and remained here after the war.
প্রথম মহাযুদ্ধের সময়ই খুব বড় আকারে নাবিকদের প্রয়োজন হলো এবং ব্রিটিশ মার্চেন্ট নেভিতে যারা চাকরি করত সেই বাণিজ্যিক জাহাজে এদের রয়্যাল নেভিতে নিয়ে গেল যুদ্ধ করার জন্য। তো বাণিজ্যিক জাহাজে লোকের শর্টেজ হলো, তখন বলে ইন্ডিয়ান, পাকিস্তান তো তখন ছিল না, ইন্ডিয়ান, তারপরে এডেন, আফ্রিকান, যে কোনো জায়গাতেই জাহাজে চাকরি করুক এদের না। এই সময় কলকাতার থেকে বেশি করে লোক যাওয়া শুরু করলো। আর দ্বিতীয় মহাযুদ্ধ যখন হলো, there was a great need of laborer, particularly seamen. 1,50,000 নাবিক ছিল কলকাতায়, এর আবার 80% ছিল সিলেটি। এই যে নাবিক, কলকাতা যখন নাবিকরা লন্ডন আসলো, লিভারপুল, তারপরে আপনার শেফিল্ড, কার্ডিফ, এই সমস্ত জায়গায় তারা উঠতে আরম্ভ করলো জাহাজ থেকে, করে করে একটু একটু করে সেটেল করতে আরম্ভ করলো। এবং তখন পাসপোর্ট, ভিসা এগুলো কিছুই ছিল না, বিকজ উই আর দি টেনেন্টস, উই আর দি সাবজেক্ট অফ ব্রিটিশ monarch.
Thousands of seamen died during the war. This included many Bengalis. The Tower Hill Memorial still preserves few such names.
I read in the book Propashikoda that the first Bangladeshi to come to England was in 1809. His name was Mitalee and he was from Sylhet. Do you know why he came to England? To kill Lord Lindsay from Scotland.
To kill Lord Lindsay? But why?
Lord Lindsay was a superintendent of Sylhet during the British India period. Lindsay's army got into a fight and Syed lost his father. Syed was only 8 years old at the time and witnessed the whole incident. So he decided one day he will come to England and take revenge for his father's death and kill Lord Lindsay.
Long years after my retirement from India, Scottish ছিল আমি ঘোড়ায় চড়ে সকালে একটু প্রাতঃ ভ্রমণ যেটাকে বলে একটা লোক দেখি দাঁড়ায় আছে ইন্ডিয়ান আমার মনে হলো আজকান পাজামা মাথায় পাগড়ি আমি গেলাম তার কাছে এই মিয়া তুমি কে তো সে একটা সালাম দিয়ে বললো যে আমার নাম সৈদুল্লাহ তো তোমার দেশ কোথায় বলে ক্যালকাটা বলে না তোমার কথায় তো মনে হয় না তুমি ক্যালকাশিয়ান সত্য কথা বলো বলে যে আমার বাড়ি সিলেট বলে হ্যাঁ আই ওয়াজ দি অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেটর দেয়ার আমার নাম লিন্ডসে আমি সিলেটে অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেটর ছিলাম বলতেই একদম তার ডেগার ছিল আক্রমণ করছে যে এই বেটাকে পাইছি তখন সে ঘোড়ার উপরে আর সে নিচে ঘোড়াকে এসে দিছে হিট করছে বা ঘোড়া দিছে দৌড় সে বাইচা গেল
After the war, England again fell into a massive manpower shortage for its industries. So the British government then brought in many skilled and unskilled labours to rebuild the mother country, rebuild England.
তখন ব্রিটিশ ইন্ডাস্ট্রি ইকোনমি ওয়াজ ফুলি ডিস্ট্রয়েড তখন যে যেখান থেকে গেছে তাকেই নিছে অনলি হইলো কমনওয়েলথের লোক রানীর প্রজা হতে হবে না হলে তো একটা লিগ্যাল প্রবলেম হবে একদম ডাক পড়লো স্যার উইনস্টন চার্চিল প্রাইম মিনিস্টার ইন এ ক্লেরিয়ন কল বলে তারা ক্লেরিয়ন কল বলে কাম অ্যান্ড রিবিল্ড দি মাদার কান্ট্রি
তখন তারা ব্রিটিশ গভর্নমেন্টে তাদের কমনওয়েলথভুক্ত যত দেশ আছে সমস্ত দেশ থেকে লোক আনার জন্য প্রত্যেক দেশের গভর্নমেন্টকে একটা এগ্রিমেন্ট করছে বুঝলেন সেই সময় সরকারের ত্রুটি আমি অ্যাপ্লিকেশন করি এদের জন্য চাকরির জন্য এর মধ্যে একটা ব্যবস্থা দিয়েছি আমি ব্রিটিশ হাইকমিশন থেকে এই ব্যবসার উদ্যোগ করে তখন পারমিশন মিলে এক দেশে আসার জন্য
The mass immigration started in this country from 1960s, and then 1971. After 71, people saw that they need to bring their family here, and there was also an initiative from the government that they were going to tighten the immigration system. So people thought that no, I need to bring my children. So you would see a huge number of families came into this country in 1971.
But why did they come here at all, so far away from home? Was it only to rebuild their mother country?
When they came, their expectation was to improve their quality of life in terms of finance, in terms of good housing, and in terms of good health and good employment opportunities. And many of them thought, like other countries, people who came here, that the streets of this country were paved with gold. So obviously that golden opportunity was a dream for them.
And I was looking forward to England. মনে করি তখনকার ভাবছিলাম যে হ্যাঁ the country would be lying with gold, pavement, everything, all these expectations.
I had a curiosity about this country. The curiosity was because when I did political science, I had to study the political history of various countries, constitutional development of various countries, the seat of modern democracy, where the democracy flourished in modern time. Although in ancient time it was in Greece, but in modern time it was here in this country. So I thought I better go to this country to see what's happening.
So London was kind of a dream place, and my father used to say that you must go to England and study there.
That's interesting. I reckon it would have been a great cultural shock to them initially. What do you think?
As soon as I land in Heathrow Airport, after we done the immigration, when we came out, I didn't like anything because there's all white faces.
গাছগুলো দেখে আমার কাছে অবাক লাগলো যে ব্যাপার কি এই দেশে কি সব গাছ মরা থাকে নাকি
It was January when I came, and as soon as I came out of Heathrow, I thought the whole world was coming to an end to me, basically, because the The sky was overcast, it was drizzling away, dark, wet, miserable, and the winter wind was biting and very unwelcoming. So I thought, my goodness, what have I done to myself?
Language was a major barrier for our earlier generation, especially the first. They could hardly read or write. I remember a story my father once said. During the 50s, they used to recognize the number 10 bus as logi with under. Logi in English meaning O, that looks like 1. Under meaning egg, that looks like a 0. This is how they recognize their bus.
Most of the second generation people came to England at a very young age and had their schooling here. Did they have a fun experience? Did they enjoy their time here? Let's find out.
I remember just everything the friends and everybody used to say. I used to just smile, not knowing what they were actually saying.
We had language problem because that time they didn't give us any extra spare classes for language or anything like that. We had to fit in with other boys.
এই যে আপনার ইয়ার 6 এর গুলা প্রিফেট গুলো আসতো ওরা সবাস হাউ টু ডু ইট আমি বলতে পারতাম না যে কিভাবে কি করলে হয় উত্তর করে বলে দিতাম so that's how it's done.
Like now, it's banned, no one can hit you or anything like that. Even the teachers were allowed to beat you that time. Especially used to pull our hairs or ears like that.
What? Pulling ears? Oh my God. Don't you think these boys sound like real good boys?
You're right. Don't worry, we'll soon find out.
Life was not easy for our ancestors. Being a British citizen today, we're enjoying the best facilities in the world. But at the time when our elder generation started their lives, they had to struggle at every stage for their accommodation, health, jobs and many more.
আমরা এখানে এসে দেখলাম যে আমাদের তো মানুষ হিউম্যান বিইং হিসাবে আমাদের কোনো মূল্য নাই শুধু কাজ করতে হবে আর পয়সা রুজি করে দেশে পাঠাতে হবে এই আমাদের এটা আমি কিন্তু ভাবি নাই
I found quite difficult in terms of houses were very poor. We had coal fires and there's 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom house, 15, 16 adults living. It wasn't easy.
I know when we came in '69, I used to live with my family in one room. That is, 6 of us used to live in one room. My mom, my dad, my brothers, myself in one room.
That they have lived in a room where like a group of people would sleep in the morning and the next group would sleep in the night.
Those shift was like that, like morning like 6 to 2, 2 to 10, 10 to 6. So it's 3 shift. Like people who's going to 6 o'clock, the people who's coming from 6 o'clock from work, they can use this bed.
I started working at the age of 14. I started working in a shop, cutting chickens.
I started work in a chicken processing plant. It was 0 degree centigrade. And that was the first time in my life that I probably stood for 8 hours. And the guy who took me there, I said, I cannot bear anymore. And he said, why not you go to the toilet and sit down there for a few minutes? But how many times you can go to the toilet? I think that I stayed only 3 days there. And after 3 days, I could not bear it anymore.
I was working 6 days, like from 10 in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then from 5:30 in the afternoon till about midnight. And you won't believe what I get, 50 pence. That's for a whole week.
সেই সময় বেতন ছিল সপ্তাহে কেউ 10 পাউন্ড কেউ 13 পাউন্ড এইরকম রাখতো আমি সেই সময় 15 মিনিটে কাজ করছি
The parents, my dad, he wanted all the money because we got big family back home. He has to send money back home.
This whole idea, the idea was to come here and work and earn money and go back.
I asked him one day, I said, Dad, why are you doing this? You're not buying us enough clothes we want. He goes, if I give you all this, my brothers, they're gonna go hungry.
Do you know why they do it? Because they are linked to Bangladesh. They would send money to Bangladesh. They're still trying to invest in Bangladesh.
They worked so hard, but what was their entertainment like? I mean, did they have PlayStations like we do have nowadays? Or did they watch television or movies? Or any other form of entertainment?
Would you had any entertainment nowadays? Now we've got PlayStation, things like that. So many games, so many entertainment, so many clubs, so many things. But on that 70s and 71s, I don't think there was so many clubs or so many centers to play about. So we used to spend our time most of the time in the park.
We didn't have many Bangladeshis at my age at that time who I could go with. In fact, there wasn't any. Only a few years later that people started to come.
Those days used to be wrestling like Big Daddy's days. And it shows there's no television in the Bengali houses, like, you know, so we used to go every Saturday to watch the television in the shopping center in Rochdale by the window.